Is Keem gonna watch this? Don't really want him to watch. I really have to watch what I'm saying. Keemstar has the nerve to bitch.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy. Not only is he dangerous only online potentially, he's a freak, he's a sexual person, he's a pervert, he's a loser.
Where's my fucking money, Salvo?
Hello and welcome to Now Recording. I'm Toxic, and Core's here.
What's up, guys?
So, this episode we actually recorded like a month ago, and we're finally releasing it because other stuff kept happening. Podcast is also going to be a little different from here until probably the end of the year, maybe a little longer, who knows. Matt is taking a break from a couple of things, and hopefully he'll be back. More on that, go watch Tommy's video. The podcast also will be once a week, lol. Because the podcast will be once a week because Matt was a very spontaneous recorder, and the rest of us are lazy. So, yeah.
That's not the reason. If Matt carries the show and you know it. But
Yeah,
no, for real. No, we just want to make sure we have enough topics and things to talk about every week. And sometimes drama gets a little dry. And without,
Like right now.
Yeah. So when there's nothing happening or we're missing two co-hosts out of the four, it's kind of important. At least we try to upload good content. And if you have suggestions on who we should have on, leave that in the comments section down below.
Yeah, if there's an interesting Spurg, we'll take them. We're doing guest hosts for every episode. So if you know any interesting people like Femso Rapist on Twitter who got banned undeservedly, put them in the comments. But
I can't believe you brought her up again.
I love her. But this interview with Salvo, it was recorded like mid-September. It was after the podcast with Keemstar, the trailer went up, and before the first episode. So there's a lot of like, what is this podcast going to be and all that, talk like that, and his thoughts on like Keem and all that. So it's going to be really interesting to listen to that again and hear what he had to say now, knowing that it's like 7 episodes in and the vibe we know now. You know, looking back, we know what he didn't know at the time. So, yeah, here's the podcast.
Enjoy.
Now recording.
Welcome to Now Recording. I'm Matt Pitt. This is Toxic Pip Up as Core. Beavers isn't with us at the moment, but he should be joining us. His power is out. We are here for a second interview with Salvo Pancakes. He has returned. He's had a very, very eventful month, I would say. A lot of peaks, a lot of valleys, but he's on the way up again. He's got a podcast with Keemstar now, and hopefully he's going to get his monetization on his channel back. Sal, let's talk about that really quick. You had a wonderful fireball that was very entertaining. I was a part of it. I ended up winning with Tommy. What? How do you think that went for you?
I thought the fireball went fantastic. From the people that we had on it, and kind of was reaching multiple corners of the internet, kind of fun to all, get them in one call. I thought the host killed it. I thought the show format, was awesome. I thought everybody watching had literally the best time they ever had on the internet. And then it ended with one of the most beautiful stories I've ever heard. Matt Pitt, potentially getting some money towards that new leg. So I thought it was a 10 out of 10, knocked it out of the park.
I would say it was a 10 out of 10 for sure, because I was competing in it, so it was a lot more nerve-wracking for me. I didn't think I would be that nervous, but man, that was really interesting being in a voice chat with like 30 people, and you got Dick Masterson and Ethan Ralph and all those guys. So what would you say was your favorite part of that fireball?
Oh man, I don't know if I have a favorite part, honestly. I think seeing that the final round was like almost a complete landslide, for one winner. And then on top of that, the Steve and Mr. Sense still sticking to their guns, knowing that, there's no chance that that fucking mad at Tommy lose, but still, put down someone else. I thought it was fantastic. I thought that was a cool moment. And then I think anytime Ethan Ralph can go Ethan Ralph on like a bitch, it's like fun to observe. So that was good. I'm glad that happened. But it's also interesting to hear, if you're not being sarcastic, that there is the panelists also feel like that there's something at stake and there's that nervous energy and excitement around it. I mean, that's really how you get like the audience to buy in, is make the people participating, also buy in with the stakes and shit. So that was cool to hear.
Right. I would probably say one of my favorite moments with Ethan Ralph dogging on Tommy after Ethan Ralph was eliminated, saying, "You ain't gonna win, you're gonna get jobbed out," and then ended up voting for us to win at the end. I thought that was a really funny moment. Do you think Smaggle made the worst maneuver by not voting me and Tommy out when he had the chance to do it? Right at the beginning with the Sen and Steve to leave and me and Tommy.
I understand the panelists, wanting to or vote someone out that they hate, or being worried about content cucking and keeping people around. But at the end of the day, it's like that was a move that was a huge reason why you and Tommy won, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's like you guys got to give yourself props in that, because that, in and of itself is an accomplishment one way or the other. But yeah, I mean, Smaggle, it's like that's what happens when Doc on the radio, a very smart person, kind of lets Smaggle run the show over there. Bad decisions happen because this is a game, where you have to play smart and at least a little bit strategic here. And they made the wrong decision and it bit him in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking when Doc on the radio was like, "What do you think, Smaggle?" I thought Smaggle was like, "Oh, he's gonna vote us out." Just for like his retarded lols, just being like, "Haha, kick out Tommy, that would be funnier." But he didn't. But I feel like looking back at it, the best thing to do, the best strategy would be to keep Sen and Steve to leave in for as long as possible.
Of course.
Nobody's gonna vote for them at the end.
Yes, of course. I mean, that's so obvious almost. You vote the likable people off that have a chance at winning, and you keep the fucking... I mean, it's Survivor 101. That's fucking Game Show 101 almost.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You're giving it away though now. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm giving anything away. I feel like everybody kind of knows that.
Yeah.
Clearly Smaggle Daggle doesn't.
When he cheated, when Smaggle cheated, did you not notice it in the moment? Because I didn't either.
No, I mean, here's the thing with like trivia like that, especially with the people with no cams. I always assume that they're cheating.
Okay.
So when you have that mindset, and because ultimately it's like he cheated 100%, and I was just under the assumption that everyone was trying to cheat. But what was your question? If he did it in a dumb way?
It was just like, were you surprised? Like looking back at it, it was so obvious that he cheated, but I didn't realize in the moment. Nobody else did in the moment because of the way he pronounced Portia.
100% he cheated, and in the moment, it's like, again, like I mentioned, I was already under the assumption, and if it's not like so egregious or like anything like that, I'll let it go. But looking back on it, that was pretty fucking egregious. Of a cheat, clearly. But then again, it's like, okay, how do I address that? Do I stop and then like their rhymes kind of fucked? It's it's a gut feel.
Right. I got you. And it's also funnier that he did cheat, and it would have been even funnier if Smaggle and Doc won, right? And then that cheating thing came out. What would you have done?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I think Plan A might have been tried to get everybody that participated in the thing to re-vote knowing the cheating. So like a retroactive cheat almost.
Right.
I feel like that probably would have been Plan A. And I think I probably could have done that. Yeah. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think that's a good idea because if they're awarded winning, and we now know that they were cheating, and you still like, oh well, they still won. That basically encourages cheating from now on out.
100%. And then also,
but everybody's gonna cheat on trivia. Like,
I didn't.
whoa, my power came back on. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Oh, fucking.
There you go. All right.
All
Everybody-
right.
Okay, good job, Beavers. Thank you.
What was your take, Beavers? Hold on. What was your take?
No,
Hold
my
on,
take is that everybody is going to cheat at trivia, right? And even if you can see them and they're on cam, right? They could have Discord open and have some person listening to the stream and sending them the answers or whatever.
Of
Or they're
course.
looking at the chat of the YouTube chat. It's pretty
Of
much all-
course.
yeah.
Of course, but when they admit to it after the fact, or there's clear evidence somehow, well then that's a different story.
Dude,
Beavers.
I was so nervous I couldn't cheat because I felt like if I would have cheated, you could have heard it in my voice or something because I was way too nervous.
Yeah.
And like the fucking Dolly Parton question, like if I was cheating, I would have known who Dolly Parton's or Miley Cyrus's grandmother was. So and I would have
100%.
answered. I would have answered
Yeah.
with her actual grandmother. So that would have been weird. But
the cheating aspect is interesting, and it's like maybe because like $3,000 was donated by the chat roughly, and if like that's like that's a decent amount of fucking money to win. So it's like I don't like cracking down on cheating might have to become like serious.
yeah,
Because
For
it's not just for bragging rights. At the end of the day, it's like that's more money Smaggle's ever had. It's like who knows what he'll do for that.
yeah. Well, when it comes to the Smaggle thing, he admitted to it on Dead on Dave's stream, and then you guys kind of turned it into a little bit of a gay op. How did that start?
Oh, the Gay Op was so fucking funny. He, I mean, like the night before or a couple of days before, he messaged me wanting to be in the Salvo news team. Basically, the Salvo news team is just a group chat with people where we just talk shit. So it's like I don't want him in there for a lot of reasons. So I knew I wasn't gonna let him in, and then when he admitted to cheating, it's like, okay, well, I want to fuck with him here. So we just started a decoy group chat, sent like a bunch of articles and links in it, to kind of trick the retard into thinking that it was the real news team. He was very happy to be in there. We didn't really have anything planned, and then all of a sudden, CJ Brown makes up a rumor that he was messaging non-binary teenagers, and instantly it was the perfect bait because that's perfect bait all around. Smaggle took it, spazzed out on Twitter, and we made him look like a fool, a big fool for that day, the biggest fool in the space on that day, and it was a good feeling. And then like he got. And like we did a podcast with Smaggle after the fact, and he had his sad voice on. You ever hear Smaggle with his sad voice? It's such a pathetic scene.
Yeah. He sounds very tired.
Exactly, Matt. Yeah. He sounds exhausted. It's such a pathetic. I hate when he does that shit. It's like, dude, you want to be the fucking crazy retard? Then I don't want to hear any fucking sad moping. If you're sad moping for that day, just don't come online. It's such a fucking pathetic scene. Not even in like a pathetic where like a dog is like sick and you want to pick it up and rock it. It's like the ugliest dog who just fucking is so disgusting, is tearing up your house and is biting your family members, is sick, and now here's your chance to fucking shoot it in the head. That's what it's like, that pathetic.
Yeah. So when it comes, so Smaggle's now back on the show, but do you think the Gay Op was a success on all?
It was a brilliant Gay Op. I participated in actually 2 amazing Gay Ops this month. True. And from all the way around, that one was. It doesn't really get much better than that, especially with the people involved. There was a lot of different people involved in it, and everyone knew their part. And it was super efficient. We're a well-oiled machine now, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Where did you meet CJ? Well, where did he come from?
I know CJ. He's actually was a teacher too. He was the history teacher in my department, and when when I got fired from being an English teacher, he took the risk and is like, he quit his teaching job and is like streaming now. So that's how I know CJ Brown.
Turns out he's a huge Redbar fan. You met him in this school, and like, oh, you're a Redbar fan, so am I.
It was weird. Yeah, we were like in the lunchroom and like shooting the shit, and it's like he's someone that like I knew was kind of cool, like in the school, and I didn't like ever approach him because the English department and the history team, they don't really like intermingle there. So I found out because he was listening to Redbar out loud on speakerphone in the cafeteria. And I walk in on lunch and I recognize the voice. And we kind of, had some conversations over that. And then, kind of grew closer in the semester or something. And, kind of bonded over that. And then when he saw, me blossom into a beautiful flower, he was like, I want to take this risk. So that's how I know him.
Yeah. Okay. Did CJ go after Augie for you?
For me?
Yeah.
What is for me?
Well, CJ at one point thanked Augie for CJ thanked Augie for covering him, right? At one point. And then when you started kind of like going into Augie, he was like, yeah, no, Augie did what Augie did was bullshit. All right. Like, so it almost felt like
well, that's the correct take. What Augie did was bullshit. Maybe he had the wrong take.
I mean, I'm not.
What we're saying, Salvo, is you convinced the man to leave his job. So obviously, he has loyalty to you, right?
You're right. It's like he quit his job. I feel guilty for him. So it's like it's like I was like, hey man, I owe you something. Go after Augie for me here, and like you can kind of build up the commentary spur, his audience, kind of similar what I did. CJ, it works. So like I gave him that tip because I knew he was starting. He just quit teaching. So yeah, I mean, like in a way, he went after Augie for me.
Yeah. So like you were like, hey, you want to gay op this 20-year-old kid for me, please? And he's like, I'm down. Let's go gay op this 20-year-old kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck a 401k.
Exactly. Yeah. So Augie lifted it, and it's like we planted that story in front of Augie like so perfectly, where it's like we knew Augie was on Twitter for that day, and it was like, okay, let's put this juicy I show speed story in front of Augie. We'll know he'll lift it. You, CJ, you'll thank him, right? So, and then the next day we'll go live and we'll fucking ambush him about how he stole it. So, it was like another perfect gay op by us.
Yeah, there you go. When it comes to Beck, does she just follow you to the commentary community, or has she just been around the Redbar stuff, became a fan of you?
Yeah, like exactly that. So,
Okay.
she was a fan of Redbar, became a fan of me when I literally got like no audience,
Yeah.
But Redbar was giving me some shout outs because I covered the Mike Majlak shit perfectly and broke that story. So that's how kind of, Redbar made the introduction to Salvo. And then she kind of started watching me there because that's just what she does. And funny enough, it's like I think that her and I bonded more closely because I saw her in all UFC chat. And then like she reached out and was like, "Oh my god, I didn't even know you knew Augie." So then we started to make fun of Augie, and then she kind of latched on to this but she's in so many communities. She's nuts. I mean, she's everywhere.
Right.
Well, speaking of her being nuts, do you know what's with her obsession with cameras?
It's the right take. You mean having cameras on? I mean, you guys cameras on Discord or cameras?
Yeah, it seems like every time someone joins voice chat with her, she's like, "Yo, can you turn your camera on?"
Can I see your face? I want to look at your face.
No, it's really the right take. I agree with her. Camera's on. It's weird, because Bex. I mean, she's gonna do camera on, right? She's always camera on,
right?
And it's like she won't even do a call if it's not camera on. So it's like if she wants to talk to you and she has your camera on, it's only respectful and nice if the other person does the same.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people in this community are very
show your hands. Right? You know what I mean? It's like she wants to make sure that no one's rubbing.
Salvo, I showed my face to one person in this community, and a flag ended up being made.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
True. Yeah,
I did not hear about this.
This is why people in this community don't want to show their faces.
Do you know who Dav is, Salvo? The Australian woman who fought with Abby Blackbird?
Of course.
Yeah, Dav ended up with Bieber's pictures and made a flag with his faces on it, and now she has it like she has it like physically in the background, like hung up and stuff. So
her husband made her throw it away.
Beavers,
which brings up this, which is really fucking freaky, right? Because
no, hold on. Here's the real story. Why are you having a secret rendezvous cameras on for only one person with a married woman?
No.
There's more to it than that.
Okay, there's more to it. Essentially, what happened is I sent people wanted to see my face, so I sent them a picture of my face, and they ended up sharing that in a girl group chat. And then that's how my face got out there.
He got gay opt. Yeah.
When I asked for
Classic.
pictures of Beaver's face, he sent me pictures of his feet. So I don't know what that means.
That's kind of
but
gay.
Yeah.
Beavers
Thanks,
has some
Beavers.
gay takes. It makes sense.
Yeah. Well.
Says you with your musical taste.
What
I
do you
think,
listen to?
What do
Beavers?
I listen to? I'm not going to tell you because
Okay.
I'd like to
well,
criticize
then
you
you have
without
no
being
like
criticized
if you
myself.
can't even tell me who you listen to, like you're being that gay about it, you have no room to talk about my music choice.
Fair
No,
enough.
I'm like the people that don't vote but still criticize.
Yeah, but nobody likes those guys.
But the thing about the whole Bex wanting to see people's faces is she asked one guy, and this guy got so nervous that he just said he was in a wheelchair.
He had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, I don't know too much about that story, but it's like Bex must have been pressuring him so hard he had to think of an excuse. Poor guy.
Or he's so autistic. He's like, how do I get out of this?
And you know
I'll
what's
say
so
I'm in a
funny?
wheelchair.
And you know what's so funny? I was on a call with some people, and Bex was on the call, and she just randomly adds that guy who lied to her about being in the wheelchair. She randomly adds that guy to the call, and it's like I've been hearing about how this guy did such a beautiful gay op and tricked Bex, and then he starts talking. He literally sounds like a hillbilly. And I'm like, this guy tricked you? I'm like, what's going on with that? It's like I hear this guy talk, and I'm like, he couldn't convince me of anything.
Yeah, I noticed that when he came on the podcast, when I listened to their podcast, and I heard him talk, and I was like, this guy sounds like the guy who would pretend to be in a wheelchair because he doesn't want to show his face. You know what I mean?
Joined the VC. We joined the VC with the guy, and all he was talking about was League of Legends, and he was like giving us a play-by-play of his game.
That is true.
Yikes. You know what's so funny? It's like, yeah, he was totally the so opposite of my impression after hearing these fucking legend stories. And it's like I was like imagining, you always like imagine somebody in like your eyes, right? So it's like I was imagining him as like me almost, and it was like, wow, this guy's a fucking legend. Like he's smart and he's handsome and he's tricky and mischievous. And then it's so disappointing when the legend's revealed to be like a truck driver hick. It's like, okay, everyone just looks bad in that story, I think.
I mean, welcome to Discord, basically.
Literally. Yeah.
So you do this. So are you part of Bex's podcast, or are you just kind of like involved in it?
I'll go on if they ask me to go on.
Right.
I mean, that's like to the extent that I'm involved in it. Honestly,
because we tried to get a podcast going like with the girls in it, and it kind of.
Well, that's what happened. I mean, that's what happens when the three main girls are also extremely scatterbrained and extremely, non-literate in almost everything, and then they bring on three more girls who are like not good enough to make the starting roster, so they're even more scatterbrained and even more illiterate, and they can't make any decisions for themselves. And then they just are in group chats all day bitching at each other, and then people start to fight, and then that's just what happens with women. That's what happens when you get a whole bunch of women together and like, okay, can you guys work as a team? It's a crazy social experiment. It's such a crazy social experiment. It's like I feel like that would work anywhere in any circumstance. You gather 10 girls and okay, go into that room and be together for 2 days straight and just figure it out. And they'll go figure what out. And then it's like a battle for power immediately, and infighting and gossip and cattiness and bitchiness. That's what happened with that podcast. It was extremely, extremely exhausting to even get a fucking straight answer out of any one of them.
And the funniest part is they did an episode and they didn't even go into any of that. And it just was like
I remember before it came out, right, and there was all the bitching going on in the background. I remember talking to Bex, and I was just like, Bex, you need to establish the hierarchy, right? And Bex is just like, no,
Yes.
I'm just going to sit back and just let them, do it. But I'm like, you need to.
Yes, you needed to. That's exactly should have been step one. Okay, host and then 2 co-hosts or whatever, and they couldn't even agree on that. It was a disaster. I wanted to blow my brains out.
Yeah, and they get on the podcast, right? And me and Toxic are listening in to see how they're doing, and they don't really go into anything of the drama that's been like. What I was thinking is the moment we get these ladies on a podcast, they've been bickering for a month. The moment they freaking do something, it's gonna be gold, and it just
Yes.
It's
You know,
talking about
it's so nuts because those girls, all 7 of those girls, all they spend all day in stream chats or on Discord, like in the community all day, all 6 of them, and not one of them even knew how to even start a fucking show. They didn't even say hi and do introductions. It was nothing. It was absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah. Like if you could
By
get
the way, I think you just described hell. Just imagine being in a voice chat with 7 women.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's what it is, yeah. And the thing is, though, if you could get some control, if you can get Abby Blackbird, Liana, and Dav, and then someone to just like be in control to like kind of like sort everything out, you would have, and they can just, and they know they're being entertaining.
100%.
That would be an
it just
amazing
needs
podcast.
one bad bitch. You know, it just needs one organized bad bitch for it to work. And it's non. I'm like Bex. I look at these girls here, and I assume that you should be the one to be doing it. And then it just nothing after that. It was horrible.
Bex could dominate them all. Bex could dominate them all if she just like actually.
I think she could. I mean, look at everyone else. Yeah,
she's just too nice, man. She was too nice. She wanted to stop the fighting. She got in the middle of stuff trying to stop
the fighting. It's like, what do you want to stop the fighting for? That's what, it's just like that's when. Oh, I can't stand that. I hate the. There should be a rule too. So we get off this crazy girl talk. There should be a rule that if you're doing a stream on the internet, being entertaining, nobody, unless you physically leave the call, should be allowed to do this. Let's agree to disagree. No, let's not that. Because as the audience member, I can't move past that. You guys have an agreement that you guys, 1, aren't talking about, and then 2, one of you guys aren't storming off about. I hate that rule. Oh, we'll just agree to disagree. I heard it 8 times tonight on RFC. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you, right? I am one of those. I mean, you can ask Matt and them. I am one of those people that once I pick a side, I am not backing down, and I will fight you to the bitter fucking end. I do not care. We will not. I argued with a cancer patient.
I'm the same way. I argue and
I
I
was,
argue and I
the
argue.
girl was dying of cancer, and I was just like, I understand that, but you're still wrong. Okay, you're still wrong. I do not care if you're dying. It doesn't make you right.
I agree 100%. So it's like it's almost I end up not liking the people when they do that. It's so against my principle.
Yeah. How are you and ChrisTheNarc right now? Are y'all okay?
I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm doing an IRL stream in Buffalo with ChrisTheNarc and Jalen.
Wait, what?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's interesting 3. Are you worried that Jalen's just going to be in the corner?
Pull out. They're not going to go.
Well, or they're just standing in the corner and not saying anything.
No. I'm dragging her ass out. Like us 3, we're getting pedicures, and then we're gonna go like out and like see what trouble we can get in, all on YouTube.
Nice. Is this going to be on your channel?
Yeah.
So you can stream again?
I can stream again. Yeah.
Nice. Good. That's good. But when it comes to ChrisTheNarc, right, you kind of exposed him on, I think it was Edwin's stream or Xylee's stream. I can't remember which one. I think it was Xylee's stream, but and it was kind of awkward because you kind of called him out about Abby Blackbird, right?
No, I mean technically he called himself out. She came up in the conversation. Yeah, and I didn't even know about this, and that's the rumor that Abby's thinking that I knew that he fired her sorry ass. So I was bringing it up to make her, no, bitch, I don't know anything. Okay. So he mentioned Abby. I saw Abby repping ChrisTheNarc so hard. I mean, like going crazy about it where it's autistic. It's nuts.
Right.
So, which I think in and of itself is embarrassing for ChrisTheNarc. So that's why I brought it up that Abby Blackbird, is is repping you very hard, essentially. So that's why I brought it up. I didn't know that he fired her ass. Yeah, and it exposed him. It exposed him, honestly, for a real big sour character flaw about him, appeared. And then he lied about it to my face, which wasn't cool. And then I caught him like in a tank top the next night. And the night before that, he was chirping like having the wrong take about something. And I was like, I can't believe he has this take from chat, by the way. So, it's been like 3 strikes. He has 3 strikes by his name right now, which, 3 strikes, not you're out. Like some guys have 9 strikes.
Right.
But I'm hoping tomorrow night's a lot of fun and he pays for all the drinks all night. And
this ain't going to be on Keemstar's dime?
Because
like that Keemstar money. Come on.
No. Keemstar is not invited to the hang with Chris and Jalen. He has to stay home. So I need someone to pay for my shit. I'll forget my wallet or something and look at Chris like, sorry.
You're not gonna be like, guess what, guys? I got Dad's credit card and it's Keemstar.
Yeah, right. You know what's so funny, bro? You know what's so fucking funny? Without going into anything, but this should tell you almost everything. Keemstar has the nerve to bitch about buying me an egg sandwich at Tim Hortons. He's like, I'm like, really, dude? It's like, dude, no, you should be buying every meal for me, which he has been. But, it's like, you have no room to talk about getting mad at me for forgetting my wallet at Tim Hortons. Sorry, dude. Sorry. No room to bitch about that.
Are you planning to move to Buffalo? Like, is that the plan? Or are you going to still go back and forth?
The plan's to move. Because more has come up with the podcast than expected in that whole thing. Right. So it's like, I can't drive up 2 times a week and spend 2 days. I'll move up there for 10 months. And then, obviously after 10 months, move somewhere else.
Is your wife cool with this?
Uh-oh.
She is. Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah. I was just like, is she moving with you, or is she just going to stay in Ohio and you go there?
She's moving with me.
Okay, well that's good. Are y'all going?
Why are you obsessed? Why are you obsessed with the movements of Salvo Pancakes?
It's just one question.
I've been getting asked about it a lot, Beavers. I don't get it. It's like, wow, people want. Hey, but then again, it's like, well, that's a question I would be pushing, and I'm also surprised that no one is pushing back harder on that specific question. So I get both sides.
No, yeah, because I'm just wondering, because like going back and forth from Ohio to Buffalo, that's a lot of gas, that's a lot of mileage on your car.
It's $100 every there.
Yeah,
and just petrol, it's $100 there, $100 home. It's like I'm spending $400 a week on gas to Keem's place.
Yeah, so like everything's moved so fast for you. You started like doing YouTube videos against lyrics in January, and now you're fucking Keemstar's co-host and you're moving to Buffalo. That's just insane to me.
It's very weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's surreal, because like you started out as this like, quote unquote Spurg, who's like, everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? What's going on? He just popped up out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, you do a stream with Keemstar, and all of a sudden Keemstar is interested on having you on the podcast. And not only is he interested on having you on the podcast, he wants you as a co-host. And not only does he want you as a co-host, he wants you with him on site.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's very strange. It's very strange. It moved very quickly, and really wasn't prepared for the fucking move. I mean, it's that's it. Yes, it's nuts to observe. Honestly, it's very weird.
Yeah. So when it comes to the podcast, right? How do you think it's going?
See, in my head right now, all I'm thinking about is Keem gonna watch this. You know what I mean? Like, because if he watches, I don't think he'll be upset about anything. So I'm not worried about him watching. I don't really want him to watch, because I want to,
Oh, whoa.
So what was the question, Matt?
Well, I mean, how do you think it's going so far, the podcast?
The podcast has been, it's been fun.
Like, you think it's a success so far?
I think 50,000 views I think it's too early to tell.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Hey, 50,000 views for two old men talking bullshit. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean,
I
right.
think
I mean,
so.
I look at 50,000 compared to what I get, and I mean that's big for sure. But
I know how to find out if Keemstar's watching this. Is that, Salvo, what do you think about Drama Alert?
DramaAlert fell the fuck off. DramaAlert fucking sucks now.
True.
DramaAlert used to be a
Thank-
fucking a must-watch thing when it came out years ago.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have any interest in ever watching DramaAlert. It's fucking shit. It's garbage.
If you had to put one thing, like if you had to blame the downfall of Drama Alert on one thing, what would it be?
Well, I literally know what it is. I literally know
Oh.
non-confirmed from Keemstar. This is my guess on what it is.
Okay.
My guess is, again, it's like I can see him being mad about this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I know
Keemstar,
what I think.
if you listen, again, I want to make it very clear. I have no confirmation of this. No confirmation. This is my guess. I think DramaAlert fell off because he couldn't make them so regularly.
Yeah.
And like, DramaAlert used to be hot because it was the hub for it, like internet drama. Now everybody's kind of doing DramaAlert in their own way, right? So it didn't become the hub for that, and the only way for it to compete, which he still could have done if circumstances in his life were different, you can adapt to still make it DramaAlert successful in the new age. There's still a huge way he would be able to do that. But he's not. He doesn't have the set ready at his leisure anymore. So I think that's the reason is he can't just walk into the set and do it.
No,
Okay.
I didn't
So
know that.
I didn't know that either.
Um,
It's,
I've never
go ahead, Tom.
like for reference. I've never seen the DramaAlert set.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So
He hasn't, like, tried to
not
show it
where
off,
I'm
or-
at. It's not where I go to.
Okay.
So I don't know. That could be part of the reason why he can't do it is because it's not around.
Yeah.
And I also think he's been doing a lot of shit in the background.
Oh my God!
You think
that's
so? Really?
No.
No, that's what I'm. No,
Here's
that's what I'm
what
saying.
happened.
Like, it hasn't been his main focus.
Well, 100% right. I mean, it hasn't because he also, every YouTuber starts to get irrelevant when they prioritize, obviously, the business side, and it's one bullshit, took over another bullshit, and now he's like managing. It's like well, it's like I don't know. I mean, clearly his head's not in it. And he does so much other fucking nonsense that I would blow my brains out if I had to do. He should just give up everything almost.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, he could make a comeback tomorrow morning if he just put the time and effort into it. I think
I
And
agree.
he's a very talented man.
the DramaAlert, it's so easy to. I mean, you have everything there. And I pitched him to it. I pitched him my idea of how DramaAlert would be fixed if he wants to make that a priority ever. And he didn't even acknowledge. He was just smoking
Wait.
a jewel.
Can I ask you what your idea was? What's your?
The idea was, I mean, you just have to, if you can't commit in frequency, make it an event live. Like obviously live's almost the meta now. And I feel like DramaAlert live, where it's him and he puts together a fucking good show where it's not just him reading the chat. I mean, I think that's the way to revive that. I don't think he has any interest in doing a new show though.
Well, I think what killed Drama Alert was like the topics he was covering. Like he started covering like TikTok stars and stuff like that.
Of course,
And,
yeah, because he stopped consuming the content. He stopped watching the content, and he got what unfortunately a lot of people get. He got his Twitter feed, and he thought that what was happening. If you're not watching the content, if you're not in the community, you don't know what the fuck people care about. Yeah, I mean, like look at any DramaAlert for like the past 2 years. It's like okay, boxing, TikTok bullshit. It's just nonsense shit,
Yeah.
and his audience. It's like It's like if there was a DramaAlert for kids on TikTok, I mean, that might be cool, but his audience on DramaAlert, I mean, like that's not like it at all.
Yeah, see,
Well,
here's what I was.
I'm pretty sure he does Snapchat now, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He should put the TikTok stories on Snapchat because that audience kind of correlates, and no one like TikTok audiences don't translate to YouTube, right? So I was like, he could put those stories on Snapchat, and then the YouTuber stuff that people actually care about on the YouTube channel. Makes
Well, yeah,
sense,
but
right?
that means he has to work.
Okay.
That means
I want
he
to
has
see more.
to like that means he actually has to like do something and follow a plan.
I want to see more interaction. I want to see like how he would have Leafy and then someone come on, or Tommy, and who's that guy?
Move that to his second channel.
I don't know. I just want to see more blood sports on his.
Yeah, you
like,
remember like Augie versus Technicals last year? That would have been
Yeah.
perfect for DramaAlert 5
That's
years
what I'm
ago.
saying. I said the whole meta changed, and
Yeah.
he fell behind and gave up, everything to just because he was the hub. Like I said, he was the spot for all that to go down, and then him kind of letting it slip between his fingers. DramaAlert, the aspect and the fun of it and the whole structure crumbled away to almost fill this community to what it is now. People reacting to news and many channels doing that sort of coverage, which I think is better. But
Yeah.
I mean that's what happened. And you're
I want to
absolutely-
start seeing him do documentaries. Honestly, I loved the FouseyTube documentary.
Yeah, that
I
was
want to
cool.
see. I want to see him do Wings of Redemption. I want to see him do Only Use Me Blade, like where he or Gabby Hanna. He was talking about doing a Gabby Hanna documentary on stream with Edwin. I want to see him go to the locations and follow them around and see how their life is and stuff like that.
Keemstar wouldn't be good at that.
You don't think so?
No, because Keemstar's too in. He's too inward the way he thinks. He's too inward. As a host of a documentary, in essence, you're just like a little. You're just there to almost be a push to the audience into the subject's life and the subject's mind. And when you have a host that is hosting a documentary like Keemstar, but I think this is what makes Keemstar so successful and so good. But unfortunately, I don't think it would translate well to a documentary. He's inward.
True. Yeah.
Well, look, I think the thing is, right. So Keem, I think personally, not from a content standpoint, but from like a person standpoint, he played it right. Like his whole idea is, if I just like putting myself in his shoes, right? He's been investing behind the scenes. He's in a more managerial role now. So he's making his money that way, right? Like, let's say he does DramaAlert and stuff like that, and it doesn't make him money. And then he turns 60 and nobody wants to watch him. He's diversified. He's got his investments. He's making his money, I'm sure.
100%. I mean,
And
he set himself he set
Oh,
himself up to not to have a very comfy lifestyle in the exact manner that he wants to do it. I mean, he's extremely successful in that way. I mean, but I'm looking at it in terms of like I would be miserable doing that shit. But
like what I want to see from Keem, and I think he might now start doing it in a bit or whatever. I want to see him start taking on passion projects where he's like, I don't give a fuck if I make money. I'm just doing this because I enjoy it. Because I think that's also what made DramaAlert so good back in the day, is he genuinely enjoyed what he was doing. He fucking loved it.
yeah, I don't think he'll do anything that he can't make money from, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Salvo, have you ever thought? One more question, real quick.
Go for it.
Have you ever thought about being his replacement for DramaAlert?
I'm not a news guy. I would do it if he asked me to, if everything's there and I'm happy with it. I would do it, but it's not what I want to do. It's not like, oh my God, like that's what I want to be the host for DramaAlert. I mean, no, I would look at it as like another opportunity to make it fun and to make it, relevant again. Like I would take that up for my challenge, but that's not something that is a goal of mine or is a desire of mine or like is my angle at all.
Yeah. This is going to be a tough question. I don't know if you know the pattern with podcasts and Keemstar, right? Beta didn't go so well with Tommy and Clown. I think your mom's basement went pretty good, but it did end. Are you ever weary of like an issue coming up with Keemstar where it kind of takes a turn for the worse, or something? It becomes about money, something of that nature. Are you worried about stuff like that?
I'm not worried about it. I'm very aware of it though.
Right.
But then at that same time, it's like, well, that would be fun to have a huge
I mean,
explosive
yeah.
falling out with Keemstar. That would be really fun.
Tommy seems to enjoy himself, I guess, right? Like, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, I hear about it every day. It's not something that I lose sleep over. It's not something that is on my mind of like trying to avoid or trying to make sure that everything is perfect, because I don't want, another falling out to happen at all. No.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like in this situation, like with Clown and Tommy, they were sharing the podcast, right? They were like not evenly, but they had percentages, and you're more of an employee of Keemstar for this podcast, so he's got like a different way to approach this one. Do you think that's smart for him, or
No, it's not smart for him at all. Honestly, it's not smart for him at all. And yes, he made it very clear I am an employee because he got screwed in the past multiple times. Blah 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 blah. I get it. I think long term for him, it was one of the stupidest things he could have ever fucking done. Honestly.
why is that?
I mean, it's there's a reason why when someone gets equity or partnership in a company or in something, there's ass on the line there, because a salaried person who just gets a check every fucking week, well, that's kind of what they're working for. They're working for that end of the week check. It gives someone fucking equity into a company, right? And it's like, hey, you make what the company makes. So if the company obviously makes 100,000, you get percentage of that based on,
Right.
We all know how that works. My goal always is to put out the best product I can, in terms of, doing a show or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I think and he knows that. I think that's why, him and I get along so well. If I was in his shoes and I realize everything, it would make sense to kind of feed the crazy machine instead of holding it down almost. Because I work to be the best, to make the best product. And it's like, okay, well then I'm doing a show with him. Let's go all in, right? It's like, work your ass off. We can make crazy monetary return. But instead it turned into something completely different, which I understand. He has to protect his ass, right? Again, I'm looking at it in my eyes, and it's like, well, yeah, he's a fucking idiot. If he likes money, it's like, I don't know, man. It's seems like it's not, you're not buying into it, and you're playing it safe a little bit, and I don't like playing it safe.
Right. So with your podcast you're doing with Keemstar, how's that do? Are you still going to do the one with Willie as well?
Of course.
Okay. Are you aware that Willie fucked over Tommy for that podcast?
I heard about it after the fact. It's like I saw the clips and shit. It's like I know Tommy, mentioned it to me, and when Willie came to me, I was under the assumption that it was the Tommy podcast as well. And then like I heard, I saw the tweets, and then I went back and I watched. I think it was Dave where he announced
it was on Dave's show.
Yeah, and you guys kind of call him out on it. I mean, hey, snake move by Willie, but he took advantage of it. So.
It's true, yeah.
To be fair, right? I'm not too enthused about seeing Tommy in a bathtub.
Well, that's what it is.
I don't think Tommy would ever do that.
Right. It's like the show with Tommy would be completely different than like what Willie and I ended up doing. Which, like I think a show with Tommy and Willie and I think is a completely different feel of the show. But I think even that show, I mean, would be amazing too.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get Tommy in the tub.
Never,
I think he would get too distracted. Maybe. He might break his hip. I don't know. Something bad would happen if Willie almost killed himself during that podcast. He didn't realize that the microphone was electric, and he could have dropped it in his tub or something.
Yeah. He said that, but then I'm like, is that just like a rumor? Like, is that actually the truth where you could die by like something?
I honestly don't know, because when I grew up as a kid, it's like if it's in an outlet, and you drop it, you're fucked. But I don't know. It was like a USB mic, right? It was plugged into a laptop or something.
Right.
Let's find out.
So it probably was just like a Yeti or a Snowball where, it's like it's USB into the computer or into a mixer. So it's like I was just always kind of I guess choosing to have ignorance on that subject almost, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I doubt he would have died. It would have been funny like if he got
He died.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
electrocuted
and
hilarious.
his brain was
true.
like a vegetable. I mean, that would be hilarious.
That would have been very awkward for Mutahar.
Yeah, how do you finish that episode? All right, guys.
All right, guys.
dead.
Willie's dead.
Right.
Tune in next time.
Can you confirm that Mudahar has pictures of your asses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. It's true.
Nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
When did you revealed that you guys were in bathtubs at the end, right?
Yeah, so we were in bathtubs at the end, and Muda couldn't see till we turned our cams on Discord. Yeah.
Nice. All right, moving on. You were demonetized very abruptly right after Fireball.
We were demonetized. You and I, Matt.
Yeah, true.
You lost a
where's
leg
my
in this.
fucking money, Salvo? No, I'm just kidding. But you were demonetized, and how did that feel the first time you saw that?
It was annoying because I knew that I probably had to go to Stream Elements or Streamlabs, and I hate those overlays.
Yeah. You're not a fan of that shit.
I think it doesn't work. I don't like it. I think it's tacky. Yeah.
Is it not? Is it one of those things where it's just like sacrifice for the craft or something or whatever this called, where you like, yeah, it looks tacky, but you got to do it because, I mean, it's the best way to make money, right? Streamlabs, you get it right in your pocket, basically.
Yeah, I think Streamlabs needs like better ways to like not like make it so internet-y almost. Like if they had a classy option where it looked like almost better. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that was on my mind, honestly. It's like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go to Stream Elements for future shit. But I mean, it's a weird it's a weird feeling. Ultimately, it's like I was just worried about the Fireball payments and shit because I mean, the only time my stream really gets like money is for the Fireball, and like I already knew that like I wasn't getting any of it. So it's like I was like, fuck, man. I mean, that kind of sucks. Or for the winners and shit. But in terms of getting paid out, it was like, okay, I guess I can't have $40 this month or whatever.
True.
But also, it's like I'm worried that like, okay, like if my channel is demonetized, it's like that's gonna affect how my channel plays in the algorithm, correct?
Yes.
Right. I mean, like that is like the biggest worry, honestly, for a channel like my size. It's like, fuck.
Right.
And that's like another hill that I'm, going up against. So.
Right. But if you're focusing more on streaming, I don't know how much the algorithm matters because you're developing an audience for your stream.
Right.
So I don't know. Like it'd be different if you were making videos over streams.
True.
But I think you being a streamer helps you more in that regard. Are you afraid that someone's going after you? Like, is someone trying to take down your channel?
I'm not afraid of it because it's happening. So I know it's happening, but also at that same time, it's like it's been very odd. It's been very weird because like I've been kind of hearing from different people that like what's like hey, let me ask you you guys this is like when someone gets a channel removed by YouTube, it's like is how many strikes per video removed by YouTube is it? Like, is it always 1-to-1, or is it like sometimes a video gets taken down and multiple videos get taken down and there's no strikes on it? Like, is that ever possible?
It's usually like 3 strikes, right? Like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but like
gone.
what counts as a strike? Is it one community guideline?
So you get a 1 warning and 3 strikes. That's all you get.
Can you confirm that, Matt?
I can look at that up, but that's from my understanding. That's usually how it goes.
Right. So I've got it, and this is so bizarre to me, and this is why I think that like it's even more weirdness going on. But I don't know anything, right? I'm a naturally paranoid person. I've gotten 20 videos removed per
Right.
community guideline violate 20. And like I was talking to like a few people and they're like, dude, that's crazy that you only have 2 strikes. I mean, that's like nuts.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right. So then it's like, okay, I think of that and it's like, okay, if someone really wanted to get my channel taken down, why is this mercy now? Or like, it was almost like a warning.
It could be
Yeah,
murder.
maybe it was a warning. Yeah.
Did you receive any privacy complaints?
No privacy complaints. I got over 20 videos removed for community guideline violations, but only 2 strikes. And like literally
That's
like
weird.
18 and like 15 it was warnings. And then like
What were the
Huh?
What were the videos?
Maybe the
that they just-
little, maybe the little Pakistani man likes you.
right,
Like he watched your
Right,
content
honestly,
and he's
right,
like, I
yeah.
like this guy, but I got to follow the rules.
right, yeah.
Now, how many
I-
strikes have you received? You've seen a warning and 1 strike, correct?
I've received 20 warnings, 1 strike, and then, the monetization thing that happened 2 days
Yeah.
after all this.
Yeah. Now I'm confused. I don't know how that works. I think Keemstar. Did you talk to Keemstar about this?
No answers. Yes, he went to his
No
rep,
okay.
and she claims that it's even confusing for her.
Yeah, that's weird. That's almost like there's someone within who's like trying to warn you of something.
I mean, that's
that's what it
literally
seems
like
like.
how it comes across to me that like it was somebody just warning, and it's like ugh, I don't
Like it's like someone either is trying to threaten you, or someone's got your back within the company because they like you, and they're trying to look out for you and just try to let you know, like, hey, your channel's about to be doomed if you don't do something. It could be either 2 options.
Interesting.
There, I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Right. So, it's like people ask me, and like at that time where it was going down, it was extremely confusing. So it's like I was hearing one thing, hearing different things. So that's where it's at now. And obviously the period for the strike suspension or whatever just like lifted, I think, on Friday.
I knew you were eventually going to have issues, but I didn't think it would be now. I thought you would be gaining subscribers, or when you get around 20K, 30K or something, that's when you start getting enough attention to where people start like striking you or whatever, or your content, YouTube starts paying attention more to your content. But I think given the fact that these fireballs have been so successful, and all the attention you've gained during this, maybe that's what just brought attention to you. And I definitely think, so you don't think at all it was a mass flag?
I got confirmation that it was not a mass flag.
Okay.
And I mean that's what I was assuming always when I would like make like a YouTube short about Ethan Klein, and I would be saying the worst like shit about him sometimes.
Yeah.
I was always just like telling myself, well, it's like, dude, no one's gonna see this. I mean, like it's like a few thousand people. It's like I'd be fine. So it's like I was under that same assumption where it's like I was small and I'm so small, so I was like, I'll be okay.
Was it a thing where? Go ahead.
I was saying this. I was saying this earlier off the recording. I still maintain that there's somebody at YouTube that specifically watches the commentary community. Like it's part of their job. I really think there is.
Maybe.
Because the thing is, whenever like shit gets stirred up, right? It comes from the commentary community in some way.
True.
Like when shit gets like messy for YouTube, it comes from this side of the internet. So I do think there's somebody that like monitors.
I mean, think about this. Like, who would be talking about this Twitch shit if it wasn't for the commentary people?
Yeah, so I think there's at least one dude that just watches, and maybe he likes you, Salvo. Maybe he's your guardian angel.
I mean, that would be sweet. I mean, that would like ease my nerves about everything. So,
or alternatively, some of your detractors know this person, and they ask them to do something, but he doesn't want to cause a stink, too much of a stink. So he's trying to appease them by doing things that aren't that harsh, if you get where I'm coming from. So he's still giving them what they want, but he's not like strike.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I mean that would make sense too. Or the only person who's gaining the most with me not doing a podcast right now is Keemstar.
You think Keemstar's doing it?
It's a possibility. He
I don't know.
He's on the suspect list.
What I mean, like,
I even floated the idea. You know, you're so good at gay ops, Salvo. I floated the idea to Matt and Toxic that I think there is a potential that this is the greatest stage play
Yeah.
ever performed.
you're in on it, Salvo.
could
You
see
took
it.
the money and ran.
Well, no,
No,
not
no,
that.
no, no, no. I don't think
No.
he took the money and ran. I think that I wouldn't put it past him, not because of his personal gain, but because of theatrics, more so than anything, being a little bit of a troll. If he like engineered all of this to happen, and he like had this massive plan that I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get him with Keemstar, and you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Possibility, right?
Salvo, yeah, Salvo is a master of manipulation.
There
but in
are
a fun
people who
way.
think you're a plant.
That's my favorite theory. I love when
Yeah.
people start talking about that. Like I start giggling.
Well, I mean, you start saying stuff like, "Yeah, I know Redbar," or "Redbar gave me." Did Redbar give you your equipment or something? I remember hearing Keemstar say that.
He sent me camera and some lights. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of audience does Redbar get
Audience
usually? Like numbers wise. What kind of numbers?
Oh,
does it
I have
usually
no
get?
idea about numbers wise.
Oh, okay. I was kind of wondering because I didn't know how big his audience was.
It's I bet if I had like his live streams
Yeah, like how many people are watching his stream?
live,
Yeah, live.
like as it's happening,
yeah, concurrent. Yeah.
I would say less than 1,000.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, because I didn't know how big the guy was or not, because it was kind of confusing to me. Because I knew of him as a guy who hates comedians, right? Like he's the guy who like goes after the comedians you hate and the comedians you love, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. So and I would watch his clips on Mike Majlak because I hate Mike Majlak
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed his content, but I didn't know that there was such a big, because like I hear Bex talk about him all the time. I didn't know there was such a big fan base. I didn't know like people would go to Deaf Noodles comedy show to like for
I mean,
Redbar
he's
and
got a
stuff like
loyal
that.
fan base, right? And it's all off site, obviously, but he uses YouTube once in a while, you know, for some clips if he wants to, you know, get something up. But
Right.
you know, he's got a loyal fan base for sure.
Yeah. So
I had a question, right? So you know when all of this was going down and you spoke to someone, I can't remember their name, about going on Cozy, right?
yeah.
Was that ever a real thing? Were you really going to relegate yourself to the Cozy?
I
No.
would have went on it to kind of make like a spectacle of it almost. I never really had interest in joining because from like that. See, I feel like it's two different things. I would have went on Cozy and like did a whole show almost. I really have to watch what I'm saying because those guys are fucking. They're scary people. So
Were we gonna get white nationalist Salvo?
Well, no, because I
on
was
Cozy?
thinking, all right, so Sal, you're all about pushing the line. You burnt a Brazilian flag. So I'm like, he can't go on Cozy. There's no way he can push the line on that thing. He's gonna have to burn a cross, you know, or something
that's
like
definitely
that.
part
for
of
him
it,
to be-
isn't that right? It's like, and you know, I get invited on to like these alt sites, and one of the things they always say to me is like, dude, you can say anything on here, but I'm like, but that's not but that's not actually like fun almost.
Yeah, there's no line.
It's very weird. It's very weird. But I never had any interest in joining Cozy seriously. I would have went on it and literally like it would have been almost gay porn in a way where it's like I would have had like 15 of my gay friends and like they would have been like making out and like it would have been like this very, very, very like sinful thing.
You
to
would just
Cozy.
become hated. Like you would just go full on hated, like at that point, right?
And then after that, right, it's like I would hope Nick Fuentes would get it, and then I would return, and it would be like even you know like talking to black people nicely, you know, and then like they would freak out even more.
The opposite. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you do like the opposite of pushing the bar. You pull it, and you're like, no, you shouldn't say this. That's bad. And then you like do everything with arrogance. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you try to relegate Cozy. Like, hey, we should bring it to TOS here, Nick.
Right, exactly.
I don't like them saying the N-word.
Exactly.
Okay?
It's like I would have gotten like mad at like chat because they would have been like spamming shit, and then like I mean that's exactly the angle I would have taken, which I think would have been very funny. But no,
Salvo,
yeah.
Salvo gets onto Cozy and he starts infiltrating it with BLM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brings in all the BLM streamers.
Yes. Yeah, right. And like I would have like actually, told everyone I was Jewish, and it would have been very funny.
Yeah. I don't have many questions about the Deaf Noodle stuff because we've all been through that. We've seen everything.
Good.
I did
Yeah.
have one thing though. What did you think of your security guard, and did you talk to him
The
afterwards?
security guard was a fucking joke, fucking loser.
Oh.
No, it was real. It was a real security
Yeah.
guard. Like that wasn't the joke, but he was a fucking joke,
Yeah.
and it's like he should have been
Yeah.
fired because like what if like because it was a real security guard that like if you hired for security, it's like what do you're hired literally for a reason almost. Like,
Yeah.
think
True.
about it like if I was like Elton John or something, right? And like
Right.
where I need real security because there's life-threatening shit. And the fucking security guard's letting Elton John get like pushed around like that. He should be fired
Yeah.
from his fucking job. He was a clown.
Yeah. When you guys went back into the limo together, did you talk to him about it or anything?
The only time I talked to him was on my live stream after, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like you let me get pushed twice. And then like after that, once the live ended, he fucking sat there and he looked out the window in shame.
Oh, okay. So you think he was? Because I was thinking like maybe he did that on purpose because he was pissed off about something you said in the limo prior. I don't know. Like maybe he didn't. Maybe
It's like,
something didn't
is he gonna
vibe
get
well with
mad at me for like giving respect to George Floyd?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, you
what
kinda
does he
asked
want
him,
me to
like-
do? Like disrespect George Floyd or oh no, George Floyd's almost like the Prophet Muhammad where you can't even fucking talk about him because people are going to get upset. It's like I said I was sorry about George Floyd. Like that is a sincere thought and a sincere thing to say. So if he had any, misfeelings about that, it's like, well, fuck you, dude. George was a criminal. How about that?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you this. He's the type of security guard that would have just watched him get put in that chokehold.
100%. He was a pussy.
Oh,
He was a
God.
pussy.
All right.
Yeah, he was the one recording. Yeah.
Right. He's a bystander,
Oh, okay.
essentially.
Okay. Fair enough.
You don't want to die on this hill? You don't want to go to Cozy with us?
No. You guys go to Cozy. I'm out, bruh. I did see Redbar say something about how the security guy did a bad job and he should be fired or he should not get his payment or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw
He
that.
shouldn't. He should be fired and forget his payment. And then like Mike said, which was very funny, that it was like the cheapest security guard like company or something like that. Which makes sense. And I would hope that no one seriously needing security would ever buy from that company again.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big dude, bro, but I think he kind of fell for that girl in the back.
He fell for the cameras. He fell for the cameras.
Yeah.
He thought it was All-Star Weekend, and he was on Miami Heat with all the cameras there, and he was just looking for pussy.
Yeah. The girl who threw that drink on you, who was that? Was she a comedian?
I didn't know who the fuck she was at the time, but apparently she's like hosting open mics there or something too. So I guess she's a comedian, right? Like they're all comedians.
yeah.
There, but it's like, again,
That was just so random.
So
It was so random.
but she was one of the plants there hanging out in the fucking back to ambush me.
Yeah. Yeah, good call by grabbing Jessica Pizzle, by the way. That could have went badly.
Yeah, because Jessica
When she
would have went back there, and then those fucking crazy bitches would have destroyed her live on YouTube,
Yeah.
literally. Because Jessica going back there, it's like those girls are ready to fight, but obviously it's like I don't know if they're gonna attack me like that, like they'll throw water. But if a girls goes back there, I mean they'll all out fucking brawl.
Yeah. So I think you did a good job not staying in character, but staying like angry and stuff, and also directing Jessica away from the stage because it was a good call on your part. Corey shoved some guy outside. Did you ever get in touch with that guy by any chance? Talk to him?
Oh my God, you don't know the story behind that. I don't think you do.
I know that someone went on a Twitter Spaces and said to Deaf Noodles Twitter Space and said, "You shoved my brother" or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the same guy. Yeah.
So this story was crazy. So before the Twitter space happened, that guy who got on the Twitter space, we followed each other because he was one of the dudes that came back to the hotel bar and we were partying it up. So I knew of him because we followed each other and like we, are just talking and shit. And when Def Noodles made the Twitter space, he like sent it to me. He's like, I'm gonna try to join this. How funny would it be if Def Noodles pulled me in? And then like we brainstormed, okay, it's like if he pulls you in, like what would be funny to say? So it was like the whole time we're chatting, being like, like, are you requested? Oh my God, like what if what if? And then Def Noodles pulls him in, and him and I are like, oh my God, this fucking idiot. And of course, Def Noodles is like, nothing is going like his right. So he pulls the one guy that could like say something, and we have like video proof of it. And then Def Noodles, being the fucking oblivious idiot he is, just completely again played directly into this troll on the internet. It wasn't his brother. It was just like another dude who was also part of our group that got pushed.
Right.
So, I mean, that part was a lie, but everything that happened was true. Corey just randomly shoved that dude, and we had it on video, and we had it ready to go, and it was amazing.
It was a vicious shove too. It was a really vicious
shove. It's not like we lied and like lied about that. No. But we had to paint the story so Def Noodles can lie about the brother and lie about anything happening, and then one fucking dude gets pulled in, and Def's such a retard.
And then he shows a clip, and it's Corey pushing him, right? Didn't Def Noodles post a clip of that?
Def Noodles post a fucking clip that just verifies, because the only theory that like people were running with is like, oh, that guy was in his face, of course Corey's gonna push him. And then Def Noodles posts the only clip that shows that the guy was like looking away from Corey when Corey threw him away.
Yeah, right. That's that was insane. That was surreal. Moving Mike Majlak, all right. How does it feel that you are officially on that you are officially on Mike Majlak's radar? Like I'm sure you probably thought to yourself like, he knows who I am for sure, but now you know for a fact this guy knows who you are just from this exchange with Keemstar.
Matt Pitt. That's why you're the best in the business, bro. Because you set it up. I'm so excited. Like that's what I live for. Because when I dropped this shit last summer, Mike never really acknowledged. I knew that he knew because it was, he was panicking behind the scenes, at least from what I could see. But him acknowledging it when he thought that I was fucking kicked off YouTube to Keemstar. And Keemstar, it's like the way Keemstar even wrote the tweet was just like so odd. And then Mike responds so quick. And it doesn't even. Oh, Keemstar wrote the tweet by saying Salvo, not Salvo Pancakes, I don't think. And then Mike knew instantly who it was and what the story was. I mean, that like literally was Christmas morning. That was the best part of my year so far.
Yeah,
hearing that. Trust me, he doesn't know what he just did. When I get mentioned by anybody, well, now I'm in the arena with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Nick Rekieta. I mean, I'm in the arena with you now because we've had a back and forth. You don't want to get in the arena with me only because, well, now I'm excited that you're giving me attention, and I'll fucking drag this out to the very fucking end with you. And so, and keep in mind, it's like Mike Majlak is genuinely like a liar, a manipulator, a stealer, like a bad fucking person. And we have it. I mean, like we know all the shit that he genuinely did. He genuinely lied about that book. And it was a dead story on my channel that I tried bringing back on the stream before I got banned. And it was like, I was already planning on diving into it again and like going out to Connecticut with like a fucking camera, knocking on the fucking doors and shit. Like that was already planned. So him doing this, it's like, Mike, you're an idiot. You have no idea what you just did. You have no idea. I know how fucking fragile his brain is. An addict's brain is fragile. Mike Majlak's brain is fragile. He's sensitive. He searches his name, right? He cares about his image. He's everything that is so easy to crack. He's fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah. Well, I know that it gets to him because I saw him once on Impulsive say something like, there's been this guy going after me, and I don't want to say his name on the podcast because I don't want to give him clout. And I'm like, that he's talking about Redbar.
Yes.
This guy who does like a little show where he reacts to podcasts and makes fun of them. He's so mad he's dating a porn star and he has $1 million and he's living off the clout of a fucking Vine star who's successful, and he's mad at some dude who does reaction clips
Yes.
on him. Like I never,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, because all
Bro.
Mike gets is just love all day. So when anybody
Yeah.
and it's like he is so guilty and he's so self-conscious because he knows how much of a fucking fraud he is. When people talk about it, it affects him because it's true.
Yeah.
So that was the best time of my life when I saw that he acknowledged me by name too. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, you got him.
I got him.
Yeah.
He acknowledged it. You never acknowledge it. Like if you're seriously hurt about it, you never acknowledge it. He acknowledged it, thinking that I was.
You've confirmed. Yeah, you've confirmed that he's probably gone up to Logan and been like, "Yo, this guy keeps talking about me," and Logan's like, "Wait, I know that guy," like or something like that.
For sure. I mean, that literally and Logan does not like hates when Mike is like talking about his problems. And knowing that like Logan Paul got wind of my shenanigans and it's affecting Mike Majlak, it's like, oh yes. I can slowly get to you now, Logan. I can make you so annoyed with Mike Majlak because I'm gonna make his life fucking hell. That's the cherry on top of everything. Logan Paul's also has gotten to the point where it's like, okay, hey, internet, the way Logan Paul's been acting on the internet should not be accepted. And everybody needs to call it out. Have you scrolled his Twitter? Have you scrolled his goddamn Instagram?
I haven't in a while.
It's a billboard. It's an advertisement for whatever fucking billionaire fucking conglomerates lining his pockets for that fucking month. It's disgusting.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. I something about him has always rubbed me the wrong way. I used to be kind of a fan of him when I was watching Impulsive, and I was like, I'm a former drug addict, so I'm like, oh, big ups on this guy. He's coming out with a story. And as I kept watching him, I was getting like vibes of like the Entourage, the turtle vibes. I'm from Entourage, where holding on for dear life to your friend who's so successful and doing whatever you can to be relevant. And just the way he was going about stuff to me was just wrong, and the way he was treating everything was wrong to me, and it just kept going and going and going to the point where I stopped watching Impulsive because I can't stand watching.
Isn't it crazy? It's like that's literally him to a T, and it's like it's some of the nastiest behavior online, and it's like how dare anybody call it out? It's like, dude, you're a 40-year-old man, which I hate that age game, but like in this circumstance, it's like, well, no, that it cannot be more pathetic than that.
Is he 40 now?
I think he's like 39 or 38 or something. I mean, I round.
Yeah, because he was like
30. You can say 40 and get away with it.
Yeah, because he was like 36 when the podcast first started, I think.
Right.
So,
exactly. Like he could be hitting 40 this year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah.
I fucking hate that dude. I hate that dude. I genuinely hate that dude. Like Flamenco, it's like I don't have that hatred. Like even Def Noodles, it's like I don't have that hatred. Mike Majlak, I fucking hate that guy. Like he's a bad dude. Like and he's slimy. I want him to burn. I want him to fucking cry. Like literally. Like you don't understand. Mike David has one of the best lines on the internet. It's I don't want them to die, but I want them to feel like dying. It's like that's what I want to happen to Mike Majlak. Where he wants to die. He's in so much agony on the internet.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I just went and pulled up Logan Paul's Twitter, right? The last 10 like tweets he's made, only one of them has been like a personal tweet. The rest of them are literally all corporate.
Literally.
Make me money.
Literally.
It's literally like not even joking.
Yes. Like it's
He said,
yes, I know.
Yeah, like the only tweet he made is he said, "Today I called myself a table," and he posted himself as a table. That's it.
Let's see. I'm looking at Mike Majlak right now.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cringe when you're a big celebrity like he is that you put like he's got his prime drink or whatever as his banner. That's kind of cringe.
So cringe.
Like you would. No, like you would put that on the company, like the company Twitter maybe, but your private one, you got the fucking prime drink?
Right. He's a billboard. He's a billboard.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
point out, Beavers, that one tweet about the table. You said that was a personal tweet. That's also a company thing because that's about his wrestling stuff that he's doing.
Yep.
Well, then he's 10 for 10.
Yep.
I know.
That's a
It's
good
literally
point.
jarring. It's jarring. I forgot what I was gonna say, but he's extremely watered down. He needs to go down. It's Prime. That's not even like his company. You guys know that, right? It's like this new age
It's
fucking.
KSI, isn't it?
It's this new age fucking sponsorship in a way.
I thought it was his. I thought it was
Nope.
him and KSI's company.
Nope. Prime or the untitled sports drink that literally did not change until Logan and KSI picked a name. That was their whole thing with the whole company. So the body armor guy sold body armor to Gatorade 3 or something years ago. So his company and his ex-partners and his ex-business people were looking for new jobs because body armor was sold to Coca-Cola. The body armor guys always were one of the first sports drinks to really, really buy into the influencer sponsors, right? And like influencer cross promotion. So when they sold body armor, they're like, okay, how do we take this to the next level? It's like, this is a fucking situation that works, right? Influencers. Let's put together a whole new drink company, right? Whole new drink company. We'll find the 2 hottest influencers. We'll offer them crazy equity in the company, huge deals. But to the public, it's their company, right? So the influencers, they're not just signing an ad deal for a couple weeks. This isn't like the influencers selling out. Everybody hates sellouts nowadays. The audience will buy into it if it's their creation, if they were in the lab doing this shit. It's this new age manipulation of the audience. So the body armor people go to Logan and KSI and it's like, hey, we have this sports drink. We have this thing. Here it is. Here's our idea. Logan and KSI love money, but one thing that they love even more is the attention of the audience thinking that they're smart, successful business people. So they get the best of both worlds. They get a fucking bag and they get to act like they're businessmen who created a fucking drink.
Right.
Yeah. Salvo, I know you just went on this really important rant, and I've been fixated on this for like 2 minutes while you was doing that. Did Keemstar share his Coke stash with you?
Keemstar doesn't even smoke weed. He just drinks White Claws all day.
Well, no, I don't know if you're aware. It just sounded like while you were in the middle of the rant, it sounded like you did a line of coke.
Yeah.
Wow, and you were like, I can't remember what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're literally trying to pull a 50 Cent. 50 Cent did it better.
Yeah, no, I
With his,
agree.
With his Vita water or whatever
Exactly.
it's called.
But it's like, but 50 Cent didn't like buy into it, enough.
It just sucks seeing all these fucking influencers put out. Like, it used to be like a couple guys on television. You see some commercials. Now it's just everywhere. They're just shoving shit in your face, and it's annoying. I hate it.
Especially when that's all that they do. It's like we have to expect our influencers to like get these fucking deals because YouTube, is very unreliable. I get that, right? I'm not even so against that. It's gross to me, but I get it. But when they're so in your face and it's like literally they turn into that and their whole content is based around their business now, it's like, this is so gay.
Yeah. Speaking of so gay, Flamenco, the Gay Op. I was a part of this. I did not know it was going to happen like the way it did, but I found myself in the middle of a Gay Op because I wanted to be nosy and see what was going on in a call that was not streamed because Flamenco didn't want to. What was your line of thinking in that situation? Did you, so Flamenco comes on and he immediately mutes you, right?
Well, he also wouldn't join for the previous hour because I was in the call, right?
Well, I think it was like he joined while you were in there, and then he mutes you, and then he tries to talk to us, and then he leaves, and he wouldn't join again until you left or something like that.
It's something like that.
Yeah, because you streamed the call. Okay, yeah, your line of thinking of because you knew if you started streaming it that it was going to like piss him off. So what was your way of thinking there?
Yeah, I'm retarded. I mean, honestly, anybody could just recorded it, right? And
Yeah.
Again, hindsight 2020, it's like, man, I wish I would have just recorded it so he wouldn't have been tipped off. I don't know. I think people see, here's my flaw. I think people he wasn't playing by the rules, because in my head, everybody should be playing by the rules. If you're banned off Twitter, you can't even be logging back on with your alts to possibly look at anything, right? So obviously,
Right.
or if somebody sends you, if one of my followers disobeys me and betrays me and sends you and tips you off, you shouldn't be they got to encrypt it where you can't even open up Twitter if you're banned. So I was under that mindset. And then also I'm extremely loyal to the audience, and the audience was wanting it streamed, and I'm extremely selfless. So I wanted them involved in it too, almost, right? It's like I felt selfish not giving the audience in that high anticipated moment something, but should have been recorded, shouldn't have been streamed. It was the wrong decision for more longevity in that op.
Yeah. Do you think changing your name to AC was like that was a 40 chess move, in my opinion? Because I think there was talk of changing your name to my name, and then I changed my name to your name, and I just leave, and that way you can just stay in the call.
Yeah.
But you went with AC, and which I'm glad, because I don't know if I can figure out Discord enough to try to change my name to your name and the whole avatar.
I know.
And everything. But yeah, you did it with AC. So AC joins the call, aka you, and Salvo just joins and doesn't ask about AC, doesn't say, "Hey AC, how's it going?" Doesn't say anything to AC, doesn't even register that AC is there. But the moment where things about to get personal, and I don't want to get into what was personal, I don't want to talk about any of that. But the moment when it was about to get personal, fucking Flamenco says, "I need Edwin, Matt Pitt, and Bo Black to leave." He registers that AC is there to the point where he's like, "Oh, AC's cool, he can stay."
Right.
Like, that just blew my mind. I could not. I leave the call thinking, the son of a bitch did it. He fucking did it. I couldn't believe
how insane. And it's like, it's also so weird to think about. That might have been the only person in the community that could have joined the call, Flamenco not say anything, and then stay until the very personal shit is told about this great mystery online. AC. And it was behind it all was Salvo Pancakes, the guy that is responsible, not Diorio, is responsible for running this same dude Flamenco out, and I'm getting the last stab at him almost, right? He's coming clean.
Yeah. The irony to that all is you become AC and you're able to infiltrate Flamenco. All right. I don't want to get into whatever
man. It's so funny that.
But what happened? Like, what happened when he realized you were AC?
Oh my god. So it's Flamenco, Keemstar, Augie. Who else?
Flamenco, Keemstar, Augie, you as AC.
Roblox, right?
Right. So it's a very, very small crowd here, right? And Flamenco is spilling his guts about everything. His hiatus. I mean, everything, right? It's like all the Flamenco questions were answered in that one phone call that consisted us four and Flamenco. And the whole time, and it goes on for 20 minutes of Flamenco spilling his guts to that very intimate crew, and me staying quiet going like, holy fuck, holy shit. But what was said, you asked? Bro, everything was answered. And then, it's Keemstar is the one that kind of blew it, because Flamenco was going on and on and on. And then I think Keem was getting bored of the call because it was lasting that long.
Yeah.
Keem goes, "Okay, Salvo, what do you think?" And Flamenco ignores it at first. And is continuing to spill his guts. Like he hears it, but he's not registering. And then after about 20 seconds, after Keem said Salvo, Flamenco goes, "Wait a minute. Salvo on this call?" And then I come off mute as AC of CA. And I think I call him like a sister fucker or something, right?
No.
And then he pauses and he goes, He pauses for 10 seconds, and in that meantime, nobody said anything after I said that. He goes, wow. And then he and then again, nobody says anything for 2 minutes. He goes, you know, Augie, this is even low for you. And then Augie starts to laugh, and we start to laugh. And then, you know, Augie's now at that point where I guess he can sense that Flamenco might have been hurt or something. Like it's a new sound coming from Flamenco, almost a very sadness. So Augie starts to, you know, kind of be like, Flamenco, what? You know, it's like you wouldn't join the call. It's harmless. He's not going to say anything. And then Flamenco at that point, it was a sound that it was a sound that I only heard come from an animal, like one of the night animals, like a night woods animal, scary little creature of ball, but can do a lot of harm. Scary. Like shit from a nightmare. And his mouth is completely shut, and he's grinding through his fucking teeth like this, and he's spitting into his mic, and it's coming from his soul. It's not coming from him. It's coming from the root, the soul in the being. We're a vessel for reincarnation, but there's one soul in every reincarnation. It was coming from that fucking point in his body. And it's incoherent noises for the next 2 minutes. And after that, everybody was genuinely quiet, but in a very different way from the beginning. We were quiet because we were scared.
Right. That. What was Keemstar's reaction to this?
Keemstar again told me that he said this is such a Keemstar response, and it worked. He goes, Salvo, swear you're not recording, because Flamenco's like whole issue was Salvo's gonna leak this call. Salvo's gonna leak this call. Salvo's gonna leak everything. Every question answered Salvo. So I had to swear to Keemstar if I was recording or not recording. So I told him I was not recording. So everybody knows I'm not recording, because you only have to say, yeah, of course I'm not recording, as everybody knows, and it's Bible. So that's kind of what Keemstar was. He was making me swear that I wasn't recording.
Yeah. And then was Flamenco like, he's got to go now or something?
No, he left the call. Like after the noises and the silence and like more noises, he left the call.
Yeah. Did Keemstar realize how serious this was at that point?
So he was asking us like throughout, like before Flamenco joined, like, okay, what's the story with this guy, right? What's the story? Because he doesn't know shit. So, you know, it's like he got like the 10-second Flamenco story, right? And it's like, well, that's not enough time to go into every detail that could possibly make your opinion almost, right? Because everyone else in the call was living it. So we knew that, okay, this guy is, you know, there's a lot with him almost. Keemstar wasn't aware, no.
Right. Because I was there for the Keemstar, like, so you want to box Salvo? And he's like, he did something like, I guess. Yeah. Sure.
Right.
And he's like, Keemstar's like, you don't want to do this.
It's like Flamenco is a novelty to Keemstar. You know, it's like we're around a lot of flamencos almost now. It's like, unfortunately, a lot of people are flamenco-esque, you know, just being online so much. It's like that's a new era where there's a freak amongst the normal people, right? Because for a while it was just all normal people for the most part, you know, at least socially facing normal people. Flamenco's a dark creature. So, you know, those guys only make it to the top in the last 3 years, unfortunately. Which Keemstar has been irrelevant and invisible, you know, in those 3 years, except if it's like, you know, the top 5 guys or whatever. So it was a new age. And Keemstar was not ready for it. I mean, it scared Keemstar a lot. He still brings up how scared he is of Flamenco based on the sounds and everything he knows about him to this day. Flamenco's. It's like every night with Keemstar that I'm up there living with him. It's beyond a working environment. I live with the guy.
Yeah.
Every night ends with a campfire. But before the campfire, it's been 5 hours of drinking and drugs, and then we do a campfire, and then but there's a campfire story told, and every night it's about what we heard on that Discord call with Flamenco. It's like I look at it as like a crazy, dangerous pedophile who got very angry. Keemstar looks at it as like the craziest, scariest, darkest shit he's ever seen.
Yeah. Wow. Is there any point at this time, like, because the whole thing with Flamenco, right? Any logical person like me or you or Beavers or Core Toxic, if we were Flamenco, we're not going back in the call because we're thinking, oh, they're gonna fuck with me some more. We wouldn't even be put in this position. Is there any point of view that feels bad because he just
fuck
keeps doing
him?
this?
Fuck him. I do not feel bad for him. He's legit. Makes more retarded. If you put Flamenco in the dumbest Down syndrome person you can fucking find, statistically, the most retarded retard would make more correct decisions in more better judgment, social responses, and have better social conversations than Flamenco. Flamenco is literally, I don't say that Flamenco is the worst of the worst. Not only is he dangerous only online potentially, he's a freak, he's a sexual person, he's a pervert, he's a loser, and he's an idiot on top of that. So it's like, he's the worst of the worst. Jump, I don't give a fuck. I do not feel bad for him at all. And he should. My whole point was that more people, his closest friends, weren't mad at him enough. I mean, for a while, I was yelling about how Augie. I mean, this was months ago, literally months ago. I was yelling about Flamenco. So it's like it all happened in June, but like in fucking March, I've been yelling about this dude. This dude deserved all that and more.
Yeah.
That dude, he's a fucking pedophile, legit.
Okay.
Well, I think what we should do is we should test your theory, and I have the perfect candidate. We're going to put Toxic and Flamenco in a maze and see who finds the cheese first.
Yeah, we got a guy with one eye and we got Flamenco, so we'll see.
I wasn't talking about his one eye.
Oh, gotcha. It's two retards? What?
Yes, Matt. Thanks for explaining the joke, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Matt.
Leave
Well,
it to boomer humor Matt to.
The eye threw me off, bro. What do you want? The reason I don't feel bad about the gay op is because I feel like if Flamenco was in our position, he would have done the same thing, right? He would have laughed with the group,
and he would have leaked the call too.
I mean, maybe,
for sure. He would have leaked the call. I mean, that's what he does. They take it to the extremes. I'm a normal person, so I'm not leaking the call. Because literally only Flamenco wanted me to. It's like, that's how normal I am. This guy that I've tortured nicely, and I can tell that he meant it. Dude, you know, he asked me in a way where as a human, I'm going to respect it. But he wouldn't have done that. He would have leaked the call for sure.
Right. I don't know if he would have leaked it, but I definitely think he could have been pressured to leak it for sure. Because he's like a follower. He's 100%. Not a leader. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. No. So whatever Augie wanted, he'd probably do.
That's literally it. You know, I mean, Augie took like a recording of me on Discord and acted like I gay opted a woman to crying. Which is like, looking back on it, it's like, yeah, even if that was even true, even if the story that Augie spun because he got fed information by very dangerous people, so fucking what? It's like, okay, a girl cried on the call. It's like, why is she joining voice chats with Jaco, Cammy, Pie Man? It's like, well, obviously she did. Why are you joining those guys' calls? Make her cry. Make her learn to stay away from fucking weirdos on the internet like those three. Okay, Augie. It's like, so Augie is very susceptible to whatever bullshit he's fucking tricked into thinking is important.
Right. And well, I don't know what the future lies for Flamenco, but I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I hope he goes on like he tries to go after Augie and everybody as like the anti-commentary
He wants
guy.
to,
Yeah,
but
that would be
he's too.
entertaining.
Yeah, but he won't. It would be entertaining. Like if he came, but like if he never left streaming and just continued to stream, but switched his shit from Ethan Ralph to the commentary, that's his
Yeah.
move.
Yeah,
Because
that
he'll
is the
naturally
move.
pick up followers doing that more than whatever he's doing now. I mean, that's the move. It's like, okay, you don't even miss a day. This happens, between you and the commentary community. Just do what you did to Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. And for the record, and I know this might start like a huge argument between you and me, but I don't think Flamenco's a pedophile. I do think the shit was weird, right? Sketchy, weird, all that stuff. Don't really think he's a pedophile yet, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, you do, but you're playing it safe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not the guy who likes to go around pointing and saying pedophile,
Kid was
pedophile,
15,
pedophile.
Matt. 15.
Matt,
Yeah. What's
I mean,
up?
that makes you like a good guy inherently. So it's like, I understand that take. There's some people that like straight up hardcore deny it. But he's a pedophile. I mean, there's no proof about it, but he's a pedophile, right?
I'll say that fucking what is it called, Shotokan or something
Yeah.
like that. That shit's just really fucking weird, and I don't know if he ever actually read it or he just was fucking downloading weird things.
It's fine. He's a 15-year-old in college, so it's okay. He's a kid in college. Okay.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah,
It's like Kino Casino lost to Flamenco. You know what I mean? It's
They
like,
yeah,
what's so funny? It's like you and I, Matt, were on like some voice chats like in the spring where Kino Casino was like the hottest shit, and people were ending their show to watch Kino Casino
Right.
and scheduling their nights around Kino Casino. And at the time, I'm like, who
Yeah.
are you guys talking about? Like, I was genuinely asking. So I would tune in just to see what my retards are watching. And it's Kino Casino. I'm like, this show's retarded. And then, they're the biggest fucking thing. And then they lose to Flamenco. And so you guys lost to Flamenco?
and they haven't really been the same since, honestly.
How could you?
And,
That's how you know there's still some right in the world where the people were the fucking false prophet loser fucks, Andy Worski and Triple P, who are the fucking crowned, and they're taking from their audience. It's got like, that's how you know that the world's still good. The world's still here. We're okay.
exactly. On that note, Toxic Beavers, you guys got any questions?
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to say real quick. We were talking about AC a second ago. I checked his channel the other day, and you'll appreciate this. The stream where he was reacting to your old videos is gone. So there's that.
But any other videos taken down or just that one? Honest question. I don't know.
I think he's got like 20 videos up. I don't know how many he had before, but
Okay. So he
Yeah.
took it down
Oh.
as
probably in the last couple weeks.
Okay. So last couple weeks, and do you think he took it down specifically because it was about that subject, or he took it down because it was part of
No.
like a mass thing that he was deleting lots of videos?
Probably a mass
Okay.
purge.
Still doesn't have my respect then, but
Is there a way for him to get your
no,
respect?
he's a loser. No, I'm not mad at him about anything. He's a fucking like he's a loser. He got, again, his mask came off and he was proven to be a loser. It's like you can be a loser nowadays, clearly. Look at half the people that are way more successful than I. I mean, those are losers. At least they're good at this internet thing that other losers watch. But he even sucked at
I will
that. He's
say when
garbage. He's terrible. No.
When I was watching the Deaf Noodles thing where you were in the crowd and you said something like he's not even funnier than AC, I was like, oh, come on,
He's
dude.
literally
That was
not,
funny.
right, dude? And like that was just for me and you, Matt Pitt, because no one in that venue, even knew it. It's like AC sucks, and his only way out was this, because nobody was buying him acting like it was a bit. Nobody was buying him, having this premeditated. No, I planned this. No, I was doing a character. Nah. we ain't buying that after so long. Well, at least I never bought it, but everyone else. So his only move was to join a church or something. He's getting lots of Catholic trinkets, which solidifies my opinion that he's a fucking loser. Anyways,
He was always an interesting guy. I think my opinion of him was he was funny on Shot from the Point. He talked a little. He kind of went off on these tangents a little too much, and I think that kind of like got him in trouble a couple times. But I think when he was on, I've never seen Tommy so happy to be around somebody in a while.
Joey Westside.
Yeah, well, but with AC, it was like he almost like reinvigorated the show for a little while. So, but he picked the worst. If it was a troll, he picked the worst opponent in you. You know, like that was the worst thing.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was a way out. I don't know, right? I mean, his bullshit on Shot from that point on that infamous clip that is always on my mind every single day to just retweet it again, where he said I fell off and I'm boring now. You know, I want to retweet that every day. But the point was that like I understand why Tommy kind of kept him around, right? It was exotic. It was exotic almost, right? Like it was like, you know, fucking a whore on a bachelor trip. It was like fun for the weekend, but you can't always fuck whores. You can't always, you know, reality. And that's the problem with AC. He was just dirty fucking beach whore that you were just fucking shagging for a little bit, but you can't keep those fuckers around. You got to kick them to the curb. And that's what Tommy did. Back in
my day, we used to call that strange. Like, I got me some strange.
Right, exactly. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice. Yeah. But how much behind the scenes was like Tommy's disdain towards AC at the end?
Disdain?
That's a hard word. That's a hard word.
Yeah, I don't think there was any disdain. Confusion? More confusion than anything else.
Okay.
Not really. He was more disappointed that he didn't know what was going on as much as he should have behind, like, with the Augie stuff. Because AC leaves Shot from the Point. He's gone. Like, he's off on Augie streams, Doc on the radio streams, all that stuff. Tommy doesn't keep up with him, so he doesn't know that, you know, AC's, like, jumping around and... You know, like that.
Now that AC's gone, Matt fills his role. All right, when Shot from the Point ends, Matt finds these other streams to go on, and he's like,
good one.
By the way, I do want to say this, right? Now that AC's gone, Matt Pitt is far more comfortable chatting shit than he was before.
Really?
I'm not talking shit. How is this talking shit?
I don't know. I remember there was a point where I would come on, I'd be like, he's not funny, and you'd just be like, no, he is funny. You just don't get it. You just don't get it, man.
No, he was funny on Shot. No, I've always said he was funny on Shot from the Point. That's been my take the whole time. And the reason, how do you rate someone as funny?
Matt was just trying to keep things copacesso in the fucking office,
right.
Okay? He didn't want to ruffle any feathers.
That is true.
Matt. We understand.
That is true, Matt, right?
Well, like, I liked AC, all right? I like AC. I thought he was funny. I did notice that he started digging a hole for himself. And I couldn't figure out how to get him out of that hole. And I hated being the guy that's just like, no, AC's a good guy, guys. Stop. Because then, like, now everyone's like, Matt's coping because AC's not funny. But I'm like, he is funny. I hated being that guy, but I was just like, what else do you want me to do? I don't hate the guy. I don't think he's a shitty person. I don't think he should be kicked out of the community. Therefore, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm not going to shit on the guy just to save 100%. Myself. So I just kept, you know.
But that's what I love about you. It's like, dude, it's like you were even willing to, like, help him out of that hole every stream.
Right.
It's like at one point.
Look, I fucking tried, dude. And then he goes on Augie's stream and starts calling this guy a pedophile, and he says, "I got evidence," and then he doesn't.
I know.
Like,
you tried, dude. You tried. I mean, it's like you did all that you could. At what point were you like, dude, I can't help you anymore?
The best part about it is every time AC fucked up or he did something weird, I was always just there like, yeah, I'm calling it out. And Matt's in a VC with me, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he showed me he showed me the evidence before he went on Augie's stream. I thought he was working on a video. I thought he was collecting evidence to do a video on Scrimzox. And then the next thing I know, I turn on Augie's stream and AC's on there, and I'm like, wait a second, no, this is not the best idea. I wish I could have been like, hey, by the way, don't go on Augie's stream, but I had no idea he was thinking about doing it. So I don't know, like it just kind of like blew up. So
I
hope he comes back, but yeah,
I hope he comes back too.
Well, if you learn anything from this, Matt is ride or die.
yeah, but
okay.
that's like
Matt Pitt, ride or die.
I knew that. I mean, that's part of the reason why I respect Matt so much. But like Matt, like as you're defending him through everybody for months, it felt like you wanted to like part of you also wanted to like make an alt to like chirp in, right?
No, I'm not that type. I would never do anything like that ever, dude. Like, no, I'm not that big of a spurg. Like, you can call me a spurg if you want, but I'm not that spurg.
You know, some people do that.
No. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they do. Like, I'm sure there's people that do that, but I don't see myself doing that. Especially, that would be weird. I couldn't sit in a voice chat with AC knowing I had an alt account, like fucking talking shit about him. And also, I think that would weird out Tommy as well. So yeah.
So
yeah, but Tommy doesn't pay attention.
Yeah, Tommy doesn't pay attention. But so it's like towards the end, like I'm like AC came back like after that hiatus for like a couple of shows, and one of the shows, like Tommy got mad at him twice.
Yeah.
Was that like where do you think that was coming from Tommy?
That was just Tommy not liking to be Tommy. If there's one thing if you ever want to piss Tommy off, just interrupt him, because he hates that. And Tommy, this guy from the military called in. This is Tommy's expertise. AC, for all I know, I don't think he knows that much about military. But so Tommy's trying to give this kid advice, and AC just can't help himself and keeps butting in. So Tommy's basically like, yo, chill, like, what are you doing? So basically that's kind of how it was. And that was kind of like the first one where it was like, okay, is AC okay? Like, I'm kind of confused. Is he okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. Because he would do that stuff on Doc on the Radio where he'd talk a lot. He would do that on maybe, I don't know what other streams he went on, but he wouldn't do that on Shop on the Point. Because I made it very clear to him when he first started, like, hey, bro, you come on stage as a light. I know you like to talk, but when you're on Shop on the Point, snipe, be funny, you're gonna do great.
Yeah.
And that's how we've always kind of been. So I just think he got caught in this. I think he gets caught in this weird whirlwind where he just can't stop what he's saying. He can't stop his mouth.
It does.
Yeah. So
so I critiqued like AC and I picked that dude apart. What do you think in your eyes was the most valid critique that I said of your boy?
It's been so much, you'd have to remind me on some of the criticisms, but
there's one specific that I wanted you to. I forgot it though. It was this stealthing. That question was based around the
What?
stealthing.
Excuse me.
What?
The stealthing.
Like stealthing?
I always think it's a bad idea. I always think it's a bad idea to go on a stream when you're unasked for.
Yep.
Oh, that's stealthing. Okay.
So now I don't think Augie cares.
Because Augie
about
loves
this,
another
but-
voice to carry the show for him for sure.
No, I mean, but AC had permissions.
Go ahead.
AC had permissions, and he decided to pop in on Augie's stream to let him know some viable information that should have been known, or something like, hey, someone's been waiting to call, something like that. And I don't think Augie cares, but my idea, optically, I'm thinking the chat sees that. The chat sees you just popping in, and if now you're in there, now you're in the spotlight, and now if you fuck up on something, they're going to remember you as the guy who popped into Augie's stream. So yeah, that criticism is well worthy. Like I to anyone who's listening, who's like trying to get in content creator, if you pop into a stream,
it's the worst thing you can do.
For
as someone who's
I agree.
Smaller and bad. Hold on, I gotta let my dog out. Give me like a sec.
Yeah, you're good.
It's so hard to get you to shit talk people, Matt.
No, not really. It's just, AC's part. I'm ride or die, shop from the point, bro. And it's just like, I don't know. Like,
You say
thought
that
it was
Matt's gonna
funny.
be the biggest one to like turn on shop from the point.
No,
You just wait.
never,
He's gonna cause like the biggest.
never. I will not. That will never happen.
Like everyone can trust me. I'm like the most normal one on here, and then
I don't want
You
anyone
remember-
to trust me.
No, because like literally, fucking. I remember it was me and Toxic were going at AC a little bit, and then Matt's like, yeah, but yeah, and then we keep bringing it up. I think I kept bringing it up, and Matt's just like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about it?
Yeah.
What do you
He's a
want?
Spurg. He's a Spurg. Okay, you got it.
Like, yeah,
He's
we're
a
all.
Spurg. Are you happy? Are you happy? He's a Spurg. And then once he realized he called him a Spurg, he's like, we're all Spurgs.
Bro, because it's just, I don't know. It's just like I keep having to answer for AC, and I don't know what to say at this point.
I'm not gonna lie. When I asked this question, I wasn't expecting a 15-minute segment on AC.
Bro, Salvo's too fascinating. Everything he says,
he's
is just-
talking. Yeah,
yeah, everything he says just turns.
it's gonna be our
into
first 2-hour episode.
I think so. We've never done a 2-hour episode.
We've done 159.
Yeah. Well, you can cut this part out. What we're waiting.
No,
Okay. All right.
80-30 work for Augie.
80-30 no,
80-30 is like
80-30 is like 16, and he's
Yeah.
like,
How the fuck is 80-30 hosting an after hours and there's 136 people in the
holy
Twitter stream?
what?
what?
Is somebody else on there? Like, who else is hosting it? Or who else is-
80-30 is the host.
Who's speaking? Who's speaking right now?
I don't know. Let me
Because
check.
if like Augie joined at some
Oh,
point,
it's
then-
80-30. It's sure it's Boblax. It's Alki. Like,
Oh gee, I wonder why.
yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, how is 80-30 the fucking host?
See, if Brick was smart, right? I told him when he started streaming his little weekly things to call it the RFC After Hours. Why not? He
Yeah.
should have done at our post show or whatever. Should have
Um,
did that.
oh, you need to ask Salvo, by the way.
I'm going. That's one of the questions. I was trying to get to it, but we went on a tangent.
I think Salvo went to go get more drugs
Yeah,
from his drug.
I'm gonna ask him. Keemstar. I'm gonna ask him a fireball question and then lead into that.
I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you assholes this right now. I am not staying for the entire premiere of this episode.
What are we? I'll talk about it later.
This thing's fucking long, bro.
Yo,
Bro, I
gee,
didn't. Bro, this went by fast for me. I don't know what to tell you. I thought we just did an hour.
No,
and it-
literally. I looked down at the clock and I was like, I can't believe that much time has gone by.
Yeah, I thought we were literally like, oh, it's almost been an hour. We'll get wait. Oh shit, you know what I mean? So
Time flies when Salvo is filling the airwaves.
I didn't know we had this much to go over. If I'm being honest with you, I thought I was going to ask him about this, that.
No, you're a
this, that.
pedophile.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
then boom, it just turned into this. So.
All right, sorry about that.
Yo, you good?
So Matt, like, I don't really hear you talk
Yeah.
real shit about people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Matt, what do you
not-
hate?
I'm a southerner. Southerners
do you
don't
hate?
really talk shit.
No.
Yeah,
The thing is, what you need to understand about Matt, right? Matt is the clout chaser of the community.
Good one. All right.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Salvo, I shit you not, right? Tomorrow, whoever's streaming, right? If like 5 people stream, Matt will be on every single stream.
That's a lie.
He's the new AC.
Yeah.
I said it.
Every
Yeah,
single
but that's the way
stream.
it should be, though.
We'll be sitting in a VC with him and we'll be like, okay, bye.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, there's an entertaining stream.
Literally, Matt leaves. He's like, "All right, bye," and then all of us are like, "All right, check the stream, check the stream."
Yeah,
He's
but
always there.
Yeah,
He's
but you
al-
guys,
we know where he
That's-
goes.
No, there's been
Yeah.
plenty of times where you've like checked, are you streaming? And I'm like, no. So, haha.
yeah, but
Go ahead, Salvo.
that's because you guys
not
are like
true.
his boys, and they're at the party, and Matt just fucking always jumps the party to the other party. You know, the more fun, the better party. As the friend, I understand where you're coming from. As the viewer and the other person at the better party that Matt joins, I always want Matt there. Matt always brings exactly what the stream's missing, and he plays that role perfectly. So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I've had friends I've had
I mean-
friends who skipped out on better parties, and of course, I'm gonna resent that.
No, Salvo. No,
They're not gonna
Salvo.
let you get. They're not gonna let you.
Salvo,
Have
you are
this.
not
No.
understanding, right? You have
They're
been in
not
VCs
gonna let me
with
have
Matt.
this. I mean,
You
come on.
have been in VCs with Matt when he is unmuted and he is talking, right? Matt will spend hours in VC with us, deafened and muted.
Oh.
We are not
Okay.
missing anything. As a matter of fact, as his boys, the only time that we really get, I shit you not, we hear Matt's voice more on streams than we do in VCs, but he spends more time in VCs.
I fucking deafen to watch a video.
This is
Excuse
true.
me. Like, what do you want? I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm sorry it bothers you guys that I'm deafened. I'll
Told
leave.
you it
It
bothers
does.
us lots of
It
times.
does.
You've never
Yeah.
listened.
That's
thought
not
it
what. No. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me when he goes like on Edwin's stream
The
and he
Matt
says
intervention.
nothing, and Edwin streams for 8 hours at a time.
What do you want?
And
It's
he
8
literally is
hours.
just sitting there. He's just sitting there in the call saying two.
You get the
shit.
same experience with us.
It's literally an
We're
8-hour
watching
stream. Like,
too.
what do you want me to stream? The dude streams till like it's fucking 6 in the morning.
Then
I don't know how to leave.
Why
I don't know
why
how.
don't you stay
I
in
feel
there
like
for 8
it's-
hours?
sometimes it's awkward, and I just don't want to be like, all right, bye, Edwin. Like, sometimes it's weird, and like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to be polite. I don't know. Like, he streams long. What do you want me to do?
Leave.
Hey Edwin, I'm gonna dip since you're talking to XYZ person. Have a good night.
By the way, when you get Matt worked up like that, you can hear his southern twang start to
You
come
guys,
out.
you guys got me
What do
under
you
a
want me to
fucking.
do?
God, Matt, they're on your ass.
What do you want me to do?
Like,
I got a
He doesn't-
snake in my boot.
He also has a schoolroom fetish, so I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
I
you
think
don't
that's
know
why he
about
likes. I think that's why he likes.
You know,
so
I
much,
spend this
Salvo.
whole podcast asking Salvo questions, talking the whole time. The whole time, fucking 2 hours of me talking, me and Salvo talking, and then at the end, you guys just want to be like, "Let's shit on Matt Pitt, the guy who
Yep.
talks the whole time in our podcast." You know?
Yep.
Okay,
I don't know
good
a
one.
flying fuck about Logan Paul. Anyway,
I
back to
always found
Salvo.
it weird that it was on
Um,
Toxic's channel. It's like, what? It's like, why is it on Toxic's channel? He doesn't do anything.
Why not? What do you mean? I don't want to go on all these streams. All right, I don't want to be called a clout chaser. I'm fine where I'm at.
Okay.
But back to you.
If it was on Matt's channel, we would never get monetization because he is paranoid as fuck.
Yeah, he's not even gonna fill out all the stuff and get nah.
Yeah.
Salvo, were you ever worried when you did the first like fireball and you were doing the Raffles super chat stuff? Were you worried whenever you did it a second time that could mess with the channel and your monetization?
Again, I was always under the mindset of like, wow, I'm so small. It's like they won't even know.
Not anymore.
If I don't know. It's
Good one, Matt. Sore spot.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, he's not small
well,
anymore.
Come
Is
on,
what I
Matt.
meant.
I mean, that's
Okay.
kind of fucked. No, it never crossed my mind. Honestly, I don't know. I could have easily got dinged for that for sure, but it never crossed my mind.
And speaking of Fireball 3, you got everyone.
Beaver's
Watch Field?
toxic. You guys want in?
Beavers is being a little
Why?
fag.
Overwatch 2 is coming out on that day, so no.
It's coming out on the 4th.
Wait, didn't you
Fireball's on the
guys
second.
want in?
Toxic
Didn't you
one.
guys like message me?
It's on
No,
the
Toxic-
second.
Hold on.
It's on the second and the third. I
Hold
need
on.
my rest on the third for the fourth.
Toxic. It was toxic and
Oh,
brick.
toxic
that
and
won it.
brick. Yes, you guys
Yeah.
are in.
Cool.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. I was confused. I assumed
There
it
you
was
go.
Beavers.
Are you
I
happy
should
now,
have. I should have
Toxic?
known Beavers
Yes.
thought he was too cool for something, which he's clearly not. Overwatch. So toxic and brick. Yes, you guys are in.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I am
and-
cool.
No, you're not. My last thing, it's not a question, just a statement. Tell Keemstar fix DramaAlert because it's sickening what it is.
There's no hope. You just got to give it up. Honestly,
I don't want to.
there's no hope for it. It's he hates doing it. Essentially.
Fine.
Core, you got any questions?
Yeah, I had a few quick things.
Core, dude, I always think like you're
so
one of the
did-
bots in here recording.
Oh, why? Thank you. As a producer, I take that as a great insult. But anyways, moving on. So did Jessica end up like chasing your limousine outside the Death
That's what I
Noodles
heard.
event?
I didn't.
Because that's what she said.
heard. I didn't hear any of that. I wish I saw it.
Okay, because well, there's a clip of her saying, "I'm chasing Salvo's limo," and I'm like, bro, did she end up at the
No,
after
I
party
didn't.
or
I wish she.
or not?
I
Really?
wish she
No,
did
no.
end up at the after party. It was so chaotic after. I wish her specifically and Abby Blackbird could have been there, but no.
Okay. And do you think the following week when Def Noodles brought a stripper onto the podcast, it was like a way for him to like distract the audience from the issue, which was his comedy roast battles?
It wasn't his idea. I hired the stripper when I was there in LA to go do that.
Okay. Good one.
And the last question I have for you is, now that you've been a part of like the YouTube sphere for a bit now, is there anything that you've learned or any lessons learned that you wish you knew when you first started that you want to share maybe with others, or you just want to say out loud?
Anything I took away, like you're asking, like any
Yeah,
advice I want to
from
give people? Oh God,
yeah.
I don't.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, I can't give advice because I don't think I think I don't know. I have no advice.
Don't burn
I don't
any
even
Brazilian
think that
flags.
like I'm in a position to give anybody advice. I'm in an awful spot in a way.
Yeah.
Well, so what's your advice? What's your advice to that then? I guess like don't burn
No,
a
you
flag,
should burn
or
all the
like
flags.
don't-
Like I'm redoing my studio right now, and behind me, I'm getting custom like built wall of the world. Is going to be every flag on the planet is going to be behind me, hanging up like I'm at like a World Cup, like party or something, right? If you're there at the bar. So burn them all. I wish more people burned flags because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, the flag has so much meaning. I'm like, what? What I'm burning is like a $16 piece of shit from Amazon that was made in Thailand. It's nothing. So, burn them.
Okay, there you go. Everybody burn flags according to
Alright.
Salvo.
Yeah. Is that it, Core?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Beavers, you got anything?
I want to be there when you burn the Israeli flag.
Oh, dude, that's final boss
I want to
shit.
see how you
Like,
sell that one.
dude, it's like that can literally only happen like when I go out and I'm like 65 years old and I'm done with YouTube at 65 and I want to enjoy like my next 5 years. I go out to the beach live on YouTube, the SalvoPancakes channel. I'm a 65-year-old. I plant the fucking Israeli flag in the sand and that's my swan song, just burning that fucking garbage fucking flag.
Wouldn't it be funny if you heard a gunshot in the distance before you burn the flag? You turn around and see the clown.
Dude, that would be amazing, and it would be like their last like thing they're doing to. Oh my God, very funny. Yeah, I mean that would be great. I mean, and then like internet entertainment should end after that because nothing would ever top that.
Yeah, true.
All right, we got to wrap up because
Yes.
Voblax is having a spurg out right now.
I
Apparently,
don't know what.
Yeah. All right, Salvo. He's on. Is it on 80/30 space?
yes.
What is he
yep.
freaking out about?
Oh shit. Yeah.
I don't know.
80/30.
I'm clicking on it right now.
80/30's for some reason's hosting a space and everybody's in there. So yeah.
Everybody's in there. Who's everybody?
He's making moves. He's the new Matt Pitt.
Augie, Bo Black's Tipster, Doc on the Radio, all those guys.
Okay, I got a good wrap up. Right?
Go for it.
Salvo, you should join it. And everybody that's listening to this now, if you want to hear the continuation of this, go listen to that.
You realize that the podcast is going
Yeah,
to be
you
a
realize
week.
it's gonna come out. Yeah, like probably over.
They're going to go, don't these things stay up?
only
if he's
for a
recording.
couple
Wait, did you
days.
end it?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
end
I don't
it?
know.
Okay, good. Guys,
No.
thank you for having me. Honestly, I will always come back on anytime you guys invite me. You guys have a
Absolutely.
good fucking podcast, and the way you guys do it is insanely smart, and the people and the stories you guys cover are insanely perfect for what this show is. So thanks for having me. I had a lot of fun. You guys are very
Yeah.
good. You guys pay attention. You guys are the good people of the.
Thank you so much, Salvo.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it. Oh, did he leave?
What the
Fuck,
fuck?
yeah. Oh wow, he's on that. What a fucking exit!
Wow.
What a
Yeah, you know,
fucking exit! Hell yeah.
He might be in this phase. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might
he
be in
is.
this phase.
He is.
He
He
is.
is.
Yeah. Well, let's end the podcast. Thank you for by the way, that whole clout chasing thing. Who the fuck brought up our Toxic Piplup's YouTube channel to be like, hey guys, Edwin, look, our Toxic Piplup's at 850 subs, and hey, and when fucking Toxic Piplup was about to hit 1,000, they brought up the channel. So I don't want to hear anything about this fucking clout chasing when I'm bringing up Toxic Piplup's YouTube
You're
channel.
an idiot. You're an idiot, Matt. The point that you should bring up is that I can say it, right? But Toxic cannot, because Toxic still refuses to change the channel name
I won the bet.
because he is a
made a
little
bet, I
clout
won.
chaser.
I won. We made a bet.
You just want the attention, Toxic.
over. I won the bet.
Thank you,
I did not
everyone,
agree to that bet.
I
for
won the bet.
watching this podcast. We greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a long one. Salvo, everything that
It
comes out
was
of
a long one.
everything that comes out of Salvo's mouth is insanely interesting, and it's so easy to listen to this guy talk. We thought this was like an hour podcast. It's 2 hours. Sorry, guys. Enjoy yourselves. I hope you enjoyed it at least. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe,
Fireball
comment,
3 champ. Let's go.
Yeah. Comment stuff, become a member, all that
do
good
that.
stuff.
Do that.
Becoming a member gets you access to a Discord, a day early episodes. Do it. Have a good time.
All right, cool. Bye.
This man